What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast. Today we're going to be talking about Week 5 Monday Night Football of the NFL 2020 season. And a lot of us that watched this game, we were in awe of the way the Chargers were able to play defensively, barring so many injuries. Now, it was a very, very nip-tuck game. We're going to talk about some of the key things, but the bottom line to me, what it came down to was Justin Herbert gave everything, and the kicker Badgley, he bet on the Saints. Like, you cannot miss that field goal. And then, you know how impossible it is to actually hit the upright? And then he does that and it just doesn't go in. And it's just like so weird that still, even with everything that we're dealing with in this, difficult time for a lot of us in the country and in the world in general, that kickers still remain the same. Like, a lot of things changed. In the bubble, there were a lot of bum teams in the NBA that actually won and did things different. Kickers have remained the same. They just don't care about anything. They will come out there fresh and kick the ball nowhere near the uprights. And I'm going to tell you this right now. This young man went out there, Justin Herbert, okay, as a rookie, 20 of 34, 264, 4 touchdowns, and just straight balled out and looked like he was ready to just go ahead and destroy everybody in the NFL. And then it comes down to Badgley, and he just does whatever he wants. Now, going into overtime, I already knew that the Saints were more than likely going to win that game. Obviously, we know the kicker nailed it. In overtime to win by 3, they go for it on 4th down. They don't get it. Mike Williams gets completely secure tackled by Lattimore, who throughout the game was kind of getting abused. He was getting dominated pretty much, but he made a very, very strong, solid tackle when it counted because Mike Williams is a dog. And he was the reason that they got into field goal range when he catches that ball in like double coverage, just jumps up and goes ahead and grabs it. But very, very impressed with this Chargers team. I can't even believe it because remember, coming into the season, I didn't think that Justin Herbert was going to be like this. I was very, very impressed. And I'm always the first to tell you, listen, I was wrong. If he continues to play like this, let's just understand a couple things, right? We see what happened with Tyrod Taylor. A lot of things were planned out. This team was, if they keep Tyrod Taylor, like let's just say that whatever happens to Tyrod doesn't happen, and Tyrod stays as the starter. I don't believe that the Chargers are this dangerous offensively. That's just my opinion. I got to tell you guys the way I see it. And I know it's unfortunate that stuff that happens, but this is a very, very great opportunity for a young man that has a pretty solid defense that's missing very, very huge key components. When the Chargers, they've been losing games by like 3 or less for like the last couple of years, bro. And more than likely, Anthony Lynn's going to get fired. And it's going to be kind of like, yo, the dude is just almost there, but it doesn't matter, dude. Like, this is what happens. You got to get across the finish line. You got to be able to finish the job. If you cannot finish the job, nobody cares. That's just the way the NFL is. It's a ruthless business. That's the way it works out, and it's nothing you can do about it. And that's just the pure, honest truth. So people need to understand, when you start to look at a situation like this, it was a very, very good, exciting game. This game, it looked like it was 2 veteran quarterbacks playing. If you close your eyes and just looked at what was going on up and down the field and everything, you would think it was 2 veteran quarterbacks. Now, Drew Brees kind of impressed me a little bit because I thought he had the arm of a dead snail. And, he did run and jump like he was throwing a javelin and get a late touchdown, to kind of bring the game back into play. But the Chargers had this game under control. Defensively, like I said, the Chargers are missing a lot of key components. Derwin James out for the season. There's a lot of people just gone. I don't think Chris Harris played. A lot of stuff wasn't the way it was supposed to be. Okay? And with that being said, you have to understand you can't win a game without defense. Okay, now they could go out there. Joey Bosa actually had a chance. He shedded the defense late in the game to sack Drew Brees. Drew Brees somehow gets outside the pocket, throws a hot one, and it's a dot. It was just like the Chargers are just designed to lose close games. It doesn't really matter. And I want to point out another thing with Taysom Hill coming in late in the game and running the ball for a touchdown. Look, Drew Brees is gone. This is his last year. Like, we all know that. Sean Payton has said it. He knows it. Everything is being laid out the way it is. Nobody is hiding anything. This is what it is. It's a wrap. It's not going to be going on anymore, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at it along those lines, I think I need everybody to understand that whole aspect, because on social media, people were raging about the fact, why do you take Drew Brees out? Why do you bring this guy in? Drew Brees moves around like Gary the Snail from SpongeBob. Okay, so the defense is set to play that. When you bring in Taysom Hill, and Taysom Hill is not like, he's not like a deadly accurate guy, you know, at the QB position and stuff like that, but he's a dual threat, and he can still throw the ball. And when people see those easy touchdowns, they really believe, like, you know, it's a fluke. It's not a fluke. Taysom Hill is very, very athletic. If he's able to throw that football the way it's supposed to be thrown, he can be a problem in this league. And he's shown in different games last year, he's shown that he can play the quarterback position. It's just the fact that he's more of a runner than a passer. Now, we would have to wait to see exactly if he can go a full game and just dominate. Okay, but coming in late and doing that, that was a very, very huge thing. Emmanuel Sanders, let's talk about him really quickly. He gets over 100 yards. He's targeted 14 times. You know, he gets 12 receptions, 122. Alvin Kamara played pretty well. I'm really starting to worry about the fact that he can't really, you know, run the ball. You know, he's just a complete receiving back. He's not good in between the tackles the way he was last year. I don't know what's going on with that situation. Maybe the blocking is not the same, but there's something that's affecting the way that he's playing right now, because usually he's a little bit better rushing the ball. Now, I know he only got 11 carries, you know, averaging 4.1, but it's something about the way he's running. I don't really know what's happening. Latavius Murray, he's a backup, but, you know, 8 carries, 34 yards. You gotta... The way that this Saints team is playing right now, they have to get a little bit more focused, even though I think that it's going to be a dogfight coming down between them and the Buccaneers. I'm really starting to get concerned overall because, you know, they bench Michael Thomas because he's punching dudes in the face. I don't know. See, this is what's happening, right? Whenever you have chaos on the team, people don't really evaluate that into what's actually going on as far as the outcome of games. But let me just say this: if Michael Thomas plays in this game, I don't think the Saints would have been trailing. You see what I'm saying? Because they're missing a key component. But on the flip side, if the Chargers are full throttle defensively, they destroy the Saints, even with Michael Thomas there. That's my opinion, because they just look very, very stout, and I think that they have all the key components. They just have to put it together. You know, with the way that, you know, offensively now with Justin Herbert and things like that. So, you know, I really just want to continue to watch this team play. Very, very excited. I know if you're a Charger fan, you guys are really, really looking forward to more gameplays with these guys, because Justin Herbert, bro, like I said, I don't know how I would feel if I was a quarterback and I put my team in position and the kicker comes out and he's like, and you find later in his wallet that he bet on the other team. Like, I don't, like, dude, this dude Badgley, dude, whatever. It is what it is. Very, very good game. Enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Continue to be safe. I'm going to see you guys and girls very, very soon. Until next time. One love, y'all.